Hello there, beautiful friends. Welcome back to my channel. And as always, if this is your first time here, thanks for stopping by and I hope that you will stick around. So today I have a Disney pin tag video with a love theme. For the love of Disney. I think it's a great time for it with Valentine's right around the corner, but it's not exclusive to Valentine. It has a love theme, but pretty general. My friend Becca, Disney Kitty, and I came up with it, mainly because we wanted an excuse to go through our pins. But I think it's pretty fun, and she came up with some really good categories. I think she's very clever. So there are 14 categories in total. I'm not gonna bore you with a long intro. I got my pins ready, so without further ado, let's get into it. So the first is the fairest of them all, a pin featuring your favorite Disney princess. So some pins I had to think about and they were harder to pick, but this one was a no-brainer. This one was like boom, I grabbed it immediately. This is not only my favorite princess, but this is one of my favorite pins in my collection. I actually have the whole collection of this series, the princesses with the dogs. It's my absolute favorite collection that I own, but this one is my favorite within that collection. It is Belle with Stool, which is a dog, Sultan, I believe his name is, and she's just hanging out, lounging, sitting on a pillow, reading, petting the dog. Seems like the perfect moment. And it is not a romantic pin, but it is a love pin. It's her love for dogs, animals in general, and her love for reading. This is why I relate to Belle so much. Like, that's my dream afternoon, just sitting around on a pillow, reading, petting the dog, except that I would also have my baby crawling around and screaming. It wouldn't be that quiet. But anyway, I love this pin. Any chance I get to show this pin, I take it. So I was like, I know I have to show this pin in some sort of category, and let's just start with a bang. Let's start on a high note. And on that same note, question number 2 is Someday My Prince Will Come, featuring a pin of your favorite Disney prince, and obviously my favorite Disney prince, the Beast. And this one is actually a special pin. This is an open edition pin, and I got this pin because the Beast told me to. I went to the restaurant Be Our Guest pretty soon after it opened, and I met the Beast, and I was carrying a lanyard around and I didn't have any Beast pin, so he was pretty upset about that. He told me I needed a Beast pin. I had to commemorate my meeting with my Beast. And yeah, Beast is my favorite prince. In Beast form, he would be my favorite, but I wouldn't have a romantic relationship with him as a Beast because I'm not into that. And I also love that they say that his name is Adam, because that is my husband's middle name. His name is David Adams, so perfect. Some fairy tales are just meant to be. Pin number 3, Kiss the Girl, a pin that features some smooching. You know what I realized? I don't have a lot of kissing pins. It was actually hard to find this one, but I think it is perfect because it's the classic couple, Mickey and Minnie, and it is actually Mickey who's getting kissed. He seems pretty happy about that. You can see his facial expression all like, oh yeah. And Miss Minnie being all loving, giving Mickey a smooch on the cheeks. This is an open edition pin, but I think it's very cute, very loving, very romantic. I think it really catches their silly essence. But anyway, yeah, this is like one of 2 pins that I have of kissing. I don't think Disney comes up with too many kissing pins. Question number 4, A Whole New World, a pin that reminds you of a magical or romantic place. Now, I went with the most simple and obvious choice for this one. It is Jasmine and Aladdin going on a magic carpet ride. But I did give this one a lot of thought. Like, I went through all my pins trying to really consider this decision. And finally, I was like, no, this is it. First of all, Aladdin is one of my favorite movies, and it is my husband's #1 favorite movie. So that was something that we right off the bat had in common when we met. I love Disney. He liked Disney, but he's definitely grown to love it now. But he did love Aladdin, and we also share a passion for traveling. So the whole new world scene is just perfect. It is just a very bonding experience that they have. And I feel like traveling, or a love for traveling, has done that for my husband and I as well. We have been so blessed to have been able to go to so many places that we wanted to visit. But anyway, this is very romantic because this is the part where they even have all the fireworks in the background. This is an open edition pin, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe this was actually part of a mystery pin box. But yeah, definitely a very romantic pin, even though we haven't gone on a magic carpet ride. I guess, you know, an airplane will have to do. I would love to see the world, and of course, I would love to do that in his company. Just like Jasmine and Aladdin, but with cocktails. Props to you if you know where that quote is from. Question number 5, remember me, a pin that reminds you of someone you love. This one was also a no-brainer. I love this pin so much, and my husband got me this pin. This is a Disney Studio Store Hollywood pin for the 25th anniversary of Beauty and the Beast. It's a limited edition of 200, and it is absolutely perfect. I mean, seriously, can this pin be any better? It is Belle and Beast just sitting around reading. I think at this point you get it. I love sitting around reading, and if it's, you know, around someone you love, even better. But the whole pin is actually a book. It's like an open book, and they are sitting inside the book reading a book. Yeah. And it's just simple but very romantic. I love Belle in this dress, the pink dress. I think that makes her look so like romantic, for lack of a better word. So this is one of my favorite pins in my collection, like top 5, and one that I always think of my husband every time I look at it. Question number 6, Baby Mine, a pin of your favorite Disney baby. Could be like human, animal, or whatever, any other. This one is another one very obvious to me. It is Baby Pluto, and this one says my first Disney pin. So cute. My husband also got me this pin when I was pregnant last year. You could say this is my baby Logan's first Disney pin since we got it because of him. And this one is a limited edition of 100. It's so adorable. Pluto is my favorite Disney character, hands down. But this pin has another special meaning, as I just explained. It reminds me of my son. Aww. Anyway, this is one that I will treasure forever, and also another one of my favorite pins in my collection. Not only because it's super cute, but also because of the sentimental value that it has. Question number 7 is You'll Be in My Heart. And this is a heart pin. So I grabbed another one of my favorite couples. It is Lady and the Tramp. So adorable. She's being all sassy and flirty, and Tramp is being all like happy about it. Duh. And it's a really cute pin. It's a night setting. You can see the stars. The moon is out. And Lady is another one of my favorite characters because she reminds me of my puppy Daisy, who was a Cocker Spaniel. They look a lot alike, but not only that, they have a very similar sassy personality. Daisy was a lady, but with a lot bit of an edge. She looked to be 16, over 16 actually, 16 and a half. And that's one of the reasons why Pluto is probably my favorite, because I just love dogs so much, and even more so now I love Pluto because he's a hound dog and I have a hound dog. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Category number 8 is Can You Feel the Love Tonight? A pin that features a nighttime scene or a setting. So I love this pin. It's a nighttime scene. Oh my gosh, this pin gives me all the good feels. This is a pin from Disney's Fort Wilderness. It says home, and it is Mickey and Minnie sitting around outside by the fire, and they are camping out in their RV. So cute. They're all dressed up in their camping outfits. Minnie seems to be having a cup of coffee, so that's just perfect. Could be tea, but you know, in my fantasy world, it's coffee. This is actually an open edition pin, but mine is an artist proof. You could, yeah, I don't know if you could see that, but I'll show it up close. You can see it says AP in the back. And I actually got this pin when I was at Disney World with my friend Becca, because we got it together at the pin event, the Fairy Tales pin event that they had at Epcot. You have like a minute to look through a board of pins, and you could just grab whichever one you like and trade. But anyway, this one, obviously I had to grab it because Disney's Fort Wilderness is one of my favorite resorts at Disney World. It is like a home to us. It's a second home. And the reason why we started going there is because they allow dogs. They allow dogs at other resorts as well, but this is it. Like, if you're going with a dog, you have to go to this one because this is very outdoorsy. You don't feel like you're bothering anybody because the cabins are very, it's independent. Like, the dog barks or anything, you know, you won't bother anybody around you. Whereas in the other hotels, you know, you're like wall to wall. If the dog makes any noise, you might be bothering other guests. But our dog loves this resort. He loves it because, as I said, it's very like outdoorsy. They have a great dog park. and we could drive around the golf cart, which we love to do, especially during the holidays. Like if you go around Halloween, and they decorate, like people go all out, they go camping, because you could drive around the whole resort. It is huge. We stay at the cabins because we don't have an RV or a camp tent even. So we stay at the actual cabins, but people go, they take their tents, they take their RVs. But anyway, some of our most romantic times have been at the cabins at Fort Wilderness. I mean, we go for walks at night, we go drive around in the golf cart, as I said, and you can see the stars. It's all very dark and nice and, well, nicely decorated. You can see animals, you can see, we've seen a ton of deers. I'll link a vlog down below showing you the cabins when we took our dog for the first time. It was just great. And that was actually our first time staying there, but after that we've stayed there quite a few times because we loved it. I mean, it may not be for everybody, but we liked it. It's roughing it in style. Number 9 is You're All the Music I Need, and this is a pin featuring some music or music related. This one was also very easy to pick. When I saw it, I was like, yes, I love this pin. I got it when it first came out. I don't have it out of the box. I keep it in the box because I love the box as well. It is Belle and Beast in a very classic pose, and you can see music notes around. The whole pin is like a record player, and it actually spins. It's a spinning pin. It is a limited edition of 1500, and I find it very romantic. I mean, this is a super romantic scene. When I was little, I was like, wow, that is the definition of romance right there, when they were like dancing to Tale as Old as Time, you know. I guess that's why I love the restaurant Be Our Guest so much, because oh my goodness, that ballroom is just everything. Question number 10. Laughter is timeless, and this is a silly pin. I got this pin recently and I love it so much because it definitely reminds me of my dog. This is pure love right there. This is my dog taking a bath. He does not look happy. I'm all like, yay, Jasper, you're taking a bath, and he's all mad about it all the time. This one is a limited edition of 2000. It came out last year for the 90th anniversary. And well, in case you're new here, you don't know this, Pluto is my main collection of pins. I love him, as I mentioned. And I have a lot of Pluto pins that would qualify for this category because he has the best pins. Like, hands down, I think Pluto's pins are super silly. I know there are other characters that have silly pins as well, but Pluto has very silly pins, and he has some great holiday pins. Not just Christmas, but like Halloween, Easter. And I mean, Pluto, if you think about it, he's the silly character, so he seems to be always getting into some sort of trouble. But I went with this one because, as I said, I just got it recently, so I wanted to show it. It's super cute. I love these pins that they came up with for the 90th anniversary. But anyway, as I mentioned, this is from the Society Dog Show, and that's a film from 1938. So pretty cool, pretty cool. Love these pins. So number 11, it's You're My Greatest Adventure, and this is a pin featuring one of your favorite Disney adventures, which could be an attraction, a story, a character. But anyway, this is the category that I'm going to cheat on slightly because I got 2 pins. I got one that's an attraction, and it is Pluto, of course. You can see he is all terrified here, riding on the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. I love this pin because Tower of Terror is actually one of my favorite attractions. This is a limited edition of 1500, and I believe it was part of a series because it says this one is 6 of 6. And yeah, it is Pluto riding the Tower of Terror, looking exactly how I look when I ride the Tower of Terror. That's my facial expression right there. Even though I love it, I'm always terrified. I face my fears in the Tower of Terror, but it's just so much fun. It's one of those rides that you just have a lot of fun, and there's like a little bit of a story and the mysteries. I like that. So I think it's really cool and very funny. But the second one that I picked for this, it is Mickey and Minnie on a cruise, a Disney cruise to be exact. I traded this pin at that same event I was talking about, the Fairy Tales pin event, and I traded it with somebody. But it's a pin that says Castaway Club Disney Cruise Line, and Mickey and Minnie are just lounging around. Minnie is wearing flip-flops and a bikini, and Mickey is wearing his bathing suit. They are hanging out by the beach, and you can see the cruise ship in the background. That's, well, first of all, I've had some amazing times with my husband in cruises. We went on a Mediterranean cruise and it was so amazing. We got to see so much but also have fun. But one of the things I really want to do, hopefully soon-ish, not too soon, but soon-ish, is go on a Disney cruise. And I have been waiting for this moment forever. So I am dying to take my child. I mean, when he's a little bit older, but still, I am dying to go and take Logan. I would love to do that. Logan he's 6 months now, so he's still too little. He's about to be 6 months. But bath time is one of his favorite times. He loves water. We're like, oh my goodness, you're such a Florida boy. It's a good thing you're close to the beach. Anyway, I cannot wait to go on a cruise and have some nice time by the beach. As I said, I think Logan's gonna love it, and I know for sure I'm gonna love the bejesus out of it. I can't wait. That would be so amazing. Okay, let's move on. Let's keep it moving, or I can go on and on forever, as I said. This one is number 12. It's Shining, Shimmering, Splendid, and it is a pin with glitter. So I picked this one, featuring yet another one of my favorite Disney couples, Daisy and Donald. I love Daisy so much. Her sassy personality, she's flirty, and she tells it like it is. I named my dog, as I mentioned, after Daisy, my dog Daisy. And this one is really cute love pin, like totally Valentine-ish pin. It's like a letter envelope, and then you open it, it says, quackers for you. You have Donald just throwing a lot of hearts at Daisy. And I think Daisy totally brings out the best in Donald. This is a limited edition of 3,000, and this was a series in 2016. From this series, I have this one, and I also have Beauty and the Beast. Very well themed for this pin tag. All about the love. Category 13, Love is an Open Door, and this is a pin that features a door or any hinge pin, and luckily I have the Doorways to Disney pins. I love the series, by the way. Love, love, love. I have them all, but for this tag I picked Alice in Wonderland, and you can see it as Alice. When you open the door, you have the Mad Hatter. This is about Disney rides, so this one features the teacups, and the Mad Hatter is pouring himself some tea inside that oversized teacup. I love the colors of this pin. It's a limited edition of 4,000. There is no romantic love in Alice in Wonderland, but it's a good theme about finding your identity and growing up and whatnot. So I think it's a good one. So to wrap it up, number 14 is Happily Ever After. This is a pin featuring your favorite Happily Ever After couple. So I have plenty of pins with just Beast and Belle, but I chose this one first of all because I love this pin. It's another one of my favorite pins, but also because I think they all got their Happily Ever After. I mean, Belle broke the spell for everybody and they wanted to be human again, and they got that. So this one is a limited edition as well. Might be $250. Don't quote me on that. I don't feel like taking it out of the bag right now because it's so nice. This is the character cluster pin, and they have a bunch of these. I think they have like every character, but I only have this one because, well, Belle is my second pin collection. Okay, that is a wrap for this pin tag. This is so much fun to do. As I said, any excuse to go through my pins is a good excuse, and it had been a while since I had taken out all my pins, well, all my pin boxes and went through them. It was so much fun. So thank you so much to Becca for doing this pin tag with me. She has been an amazing, very special person in my life, and I love her. Love, love, love. If you haven't heard of Becca, I mean, first of all, where have you been? I think everyone who loves Disney knows her, but in case you have been living under a rock, please check her out. I will leave her channel down below. She has an amazing channel, one of my favorites to watch, hands down. And I'm not just saying that because she's my friend. She is really fun to watch, and it just helps that she's an amazing human being as well. Anyway, since this is a pin tag, I'm going to tag a couple of my friends, but please feel free to do this. If you have a YouTube channel, I definitely encourage you to do this. It is so much fun. I mean, going through pins and thinking of magical things, it's great. It's good for the soul. But anyway, I'm going to tag two people in particular. Well, three actually, technically. I'm going to tag my friends, the Disney sisters, Abby and Hope, and I'm going to tag Oh Hello Robin. They both do, well, both channels. They all do a lot of pin videos and tag videos, so I figure they might appreciate this tag. And if by any chance you do this tag, please leave me a comment down below. Drop me the link. I would love to watch it. I mean, I love watching pin videos and happy videos. That's my jam. All you need is love. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. I hope you're having a very loving month of February. I will see you guys on the next one. In the meantime, take care, be good. Ciao. But of course, there are many other ways to make a ping. Oh. Anyway, I can't say, this is a picture. I'll definitely do,